How difficult is it to be a new light new guardian in 2025? Well, this mini series of videos I'm going to make may answer that foundational question. We've had to ask my younger copy of myself, Chablo 97. Dr. Gyro made us in his likeness, and we've got weird barcodes on my neck, so I don't know the situation, but we ask a different version of myself to create a new Guardian in 2025 because you can only have 3 Guardians per account. So this is an alternative universe, an alternative account. Now you're faced with, when you open Destiny 2, with the most important decision of your life on what character that you're going to make, or should I say the most important decision of your Destiny 2 career, your first Guardian. And let's read it. Now, first and foremost, right, Bungie launches the screen and the first character that you see is a Titan. If you know nothing about Destiny 2, it's very alluring to see this character here with this big machine gun. To a new player, that's like, what? Yeah? So somebody could just say, pick, straight away. They haven't even looked at the other 2 classes. So Titan, disciplined and proud, Titans are capable of both aggressive assaults and stalwart defenses. Look at the description, it's already S+. Hunters. Those leather pants, hunter, sword, knife swinging, deceitful, lonesome hunters. Agile and daring, hunters are quick on their feet and quicker on the draw. Are they quicker on the draw though? I mean, why has he got leather pants, for starters? I don't like this aesthetic, but we move on. Warlock. Warlocks weaponize the mysteries of the universe to sustain themselves and devastate their foes. So as far as a new player, when they see this menu, you know, some of you are going to be hasty, some are going to be like, boom, I'm picking this one because of this. And to look at it from a online MMO sort of view, a lot of players, PvE wise, would pick a Warlock because it's mage, you know, Warlock, space magic, I pick that. Yeah, on a PvE perspective, if it's somebody that's just into loot and shooting, they would be picking that. I feel as though hunters get picked because they look good in the Destiny 2 cinematics. They look very Assassin's Creedy. They look like a lone wolf character, so they look cool at face value, and they've got star points because of legacy with Cade 6 and all that sort of stuff, and you know stuff like that. But that's face value. When you dive deeper into the hunter, you realise their kit isn't what it's made out to be, and ends up being mainly a PvP class in PvE, although there are ways and means to enhance the hunter and get him better in endgame content. But the new player doesn't know any of that. They're just picking right now and they're thinking, yeah, the hunter looks cool, he's got a cloak, yeah, I pick him. They're thinking more stealth based, they're thinking cool style points. Now Titan, when somebody picks a Titan, well, they know what they're getting with that, right? It's the brute class, it's the tank class, I mean, yeah, it kind of is nowadays, actually. It really is now a tank class. As years ago, Titan wasn't always S+, but now it's rose the ranks and probably is best in slot to pick. New player in 2025, I mean, it's a close one, mine, because Warlock's also very strong. So yeah, I mean, Warlock's got some better things than Titan. Titan's got some better things than Warlock at a PvE perspective. But what am I going to pick today? Well, I think I'm going to go Titan. I'm divided between Titan and Warlock. So I think we're just picking Titan. There we go, we've picked it. So yeah, what we got? Body type 1, 2. I always go male Titan. What are you picking female Titan for? If you didn't know, the male or female aspect dramatically changes the look of your armor, and it does. It really does. Yeah, it's noticeable. And I'm a Titan, right? So I want the armour to look as bulky as possible in my opinion. So I go male Titan. I don't see any point going... It's subjective, you can do a female Titan. Yeah. I can understand female hunters. I can understand a female hunter, but I can't understand a female Titan. The logic doesn't go with me. Although saying that, I can go Awoken or Exo. So I always go Exo. But I don't know. I think I'm going to go male Exo. So we've got face. These are all the customization options. I mean, this is what we had with the original Destiny. There's nothing really changed with it. So that's my opener to this series. I'm going to just customize off screen, but yeah, that's the opening information.
Some say this universe is made of light and darkness. These ancient forces flow through all matter and energy in our solar system and beyond.
Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian. It worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost, and you? Well, you've been dead a long time. So you're going to see a lot of things you won't understand. This is fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city. Hold still. Don't worry, I'm still with you. We need to move, fast.
And we're live. Alright, New Lights. To relate to the New Lights, play the content that they play, which is, well, this. L3 to sprint, right, got you. This looks weird. Look at the turn radius, look at the sensitivities. I'm going to have to go, all the settings are messed up. Look at this, look sensitivity 3 at base. Dudes, I play on 8. Oh, I'm starting to reveal my secrets. ADS, right up. Shoot it right up. Sprint turn scale, right up. Can't be having that like that. All the settings are in a mess. It's not the... D2's difficult game. FOV 75, look at that. That is a criminal crime. Get that pumped up to 105. I can't believe these default settings. Yep, motion blur, chromatic aberration, film grain, get all that stuff knocked off. You want nothing to do with it. 1010 volumes, this also annoys me. I'm very ADHD with damn settings. Get mad over them. I really do. Everything's been full auto firing, that's off. Off for default? Crazy, bro. Absolute crazy. Full auto melee, full auto firing, that should all be on, that stuff. Get your damn text chat off so no noobs can message you. That's it, get it off. There we go, we're feeling a lot better now. Look at the difference on that. Look at the turn scale on that. Look sensitivity, very good. Well, I need a damn gun. 1900 in power. When do we unlock GMs? I'm not interested in any of this. Oh, we've got no aspects. And we're on Arc Titan. Damn. The game starts you off on Arc Titan? No way. I thought it would have started you off on damn Solar or Void. Arc Titan you get? New Lights? You've been leading me astray saying it's tough. And you get an Arc Titan? No way. But we have no gun. We need a damn gun. Opening section. This is the opening Destiny 1 mission, but it's sort of ported to D2 in a good fashion. It's not too bad, actually. The port that they did, at least. So as far as the New Light experience, this is one of the better aspects of it, I guess, the opening mission. I mean, it is a one-for-one, really. It's very similar. Yeah. It's pretty much the same. Apart, well, actually better because you've got a better FOV slider and you've got 60 frames minimum. As long as you're on next-gen console or PC at least. Yeah? You know, you want to try play D1. D1's a very choppy game to play because it's 30 frames, hurts the eyes. It's hard to play D1. It is. Just because of that fact alone, it's a very bit of an archaic game now in that sense. We've got our Kvostov, we get to fire that, that's good. Yep, now the game's just showing us. Oh, now we've come into our first problem. Melee. Ah, yes, the new light enemy. The enemy of new lights is uncharged and charged melee. What you want to do is immediately go to settings and change to custom. Now, I haven't done it here, but you want to set your uncharged melee to what you want, and then your charged melee to the general melee button. So I haven't done it in this footage, but what I do on controller at least is have uncharged melee right D-pad and then charged melee R1, because R1 is the base binding for melee, and that will help you sort your melee bindings for next. For Edge of Fate, it's going to be dead even more important because they're buffing melee builds. First super of the account. Mark it down, rank it down. What time was that at? We'll have to save that footage. First super of this account. Now there's a hell of a lot of tips that it gives you. Okay, tank we need to melt rather quick. We got good tank RNG here. Look at this. Straight away. Some Guardians are on that tank fight for 3 hours. I got lucky. That's one of the luckier ones. We've got our damn stubborn Oak. White shotgun. Forever remembered. This area is actually rather interesting because the tank will actually keep respawning over and over to allow new lights to come into this area and then do the tank. But you can actually farm the tank, which is quite interesting, and you get a chest. Bunch of heavy in mid. That's weird. Amount of heavy that's in mid. Oh, we get our first heavy weapon, machine gun. Void. A Void Suros machine gun, so it looks like. It's got that gun model about it. Anyways, that's first mission complete. Hann. Here he is. Cutscene. That's first mission done and bodied. Second mission, Schism. Find Maeve. I don't even know who Maeve is. Played this game years. I don't even know who she is. And I don't need to know who she is, do I? I mean, you can tell me down below who she... I assume she's Hann's comrade. And she was fighting Navota, and Navota took her orb. Yeah? It's guarding down for her. That's what it probably is. I don't know. I don't have time to look into personalities, do I? But anyways, we're finding Maeve. That's what we're doing. Coming to the Lunar Complex. A lot of hive enemies. Oath Boss shows himself. It should be Omnigul, right? Why is it Navota? Why is it Navota, though? Originally it was Omnigul, was it not? Or are they two different beings? Two different hive beings. Now we've got Learning Light. Second mission complete. So far, really straightforward stuff. This game really does handhold you, doesn't it? It really, really does. Oh, first real problem. Telling me I do not own Year of Prophecy when I do but I'm on my alt account. And the season pass is locked. Bad sign, lads. Oh, damn. Should I stop this series now or not? Why is it locked? It shouldn't be. I own it. First real issue of the new account. First sniper, diameter, must be French, solar sniper rifle. Look at what Hann has on him. It's all the pre-order bonuses. What's that? Already I get this. New Land Beyond, no way, it's just there. No way, it's just sitting there. Already. And Tessellation's there. With all the pre-order stuff. Damn. They really do want Guardians to be decked out right away, don't they? I live a simple life. I'm a simple man. I don't want to be decked out just yet. I don't think I deserve it. I need to earn it. I ain't picking up nothing, son. All this stuff can be picked up later. For little tricks, little power grinds, all this stuff will scale with your power. Never pick up stuff. Top tip for you. Never pick up season pass rewards. Anytime leveling, never do that, ever. Unless it changes in Edge of Fate. I don't know if it will or not. That's interesting. I didn't know he has that stuff on him. Hann, he's decked out. Okay, let's test. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to go to orbit. I have not finished the new light quest. Let's see what I can do. 1903 power. Went up 3 levels. Look at that. The entire director is greyed out. Can't even go to the tower. That's crazy, dude. So I'm going to have to do the damn new light. You can skip it, but I ain't skipping nothing. There's an actual option to skip the new light quest. Learn and light campaign mission. Let's meditate. And activate. Yeah, you can skip it. I was shocked at that you could actually just skip this stuff, and people will just skip it. And it's kind of like, no, you shouldn't really do that, especially if you're brand new at the game. Because some of these missions, like look at this one. It actually gives you an opportunity to learn some abilities on your class. Kind of interesting. I'm in a third person view here. Now this mission wasn't always available. It actually only come out in the last, I think, 2 to 3 years. It's very interesting because it's got, oh look at this, we got knockout. The game is now done. This aspect alone, knockout, will carry me from early to mid game, no problem. If I didn't even get one single more fragment for my class, I would be just fine. Knockout just does incredible things in the game. It really does. But yeah, this mission's interesting because it actually adds some mechanics from Pit of Heresy. Which obviously Pit of Heresy was made well before this mission was. This mission was an afterthought. This mission was made when the whole... Well, I don't think it was brought in right away with the new light mode. It was brought out afterwards. Yeah. Look at this. Pit of Heresy mechanics. I don't even know if they one-shot. I don't even want to find out. Traveller's Favour buff to our left. Just allows... This is what I was on about. If you skip this mission, you're not going to... As a new Guardian, if you've never played, you're not going to be able to spam your super like this. And the only time you will spam your super early game will be public events and stuff, because you rally a banner. So... But we're still on same mission. Oh, it's bringing you to the D1 Knights. These Knights were a menace in Destiny 1. You couldn't damage them if you were low enough level. Yeah, they were immune targets, in fact. So it's interesting that this mission's actually bringing you to the D1 Knights. Because this was the first patrollable zone, and there was Knights below you, Destiny 1, and the Knights would show an unknown... They would show a question mark above their power level to say, we don't know what level they are. D2's version's not quite the same. You get a free super, kill the Knights. Oh, we got Spark of Resistance. It's game over now. It really, really is game over now. This damn fragment's going to carry me all the way to mid-game strikes. Talk about giving you the best fragment right off the bat. Spark of Resistance. Damage resist. First fragment. End-game fragment. You get it right away. New lights. What are you talking about, new lights? Look at what you're getting there. Getting incredible gains. Okay, mission complete. Let's see what Hann has for us. Talking about some sort of dormant array. Night Watch. Wait. Moving target outlaw? I thought this Night Watch had explosive payload on it. I thought the original Night Watch was given to you from New Light. They've changed this. Because originally it was explosive payload unless I'm Mandela affected. That's crazy, dude. They've given you a PvP Night Watch. I thought it was the explosive one they gave. That's crazy. Cold Boot. This is the original Destiny 1 final campaign mission on the planet where you do the array thing and then the music starts. This is the most Destiny 1 styled mission that we know, really. Yeah, whereas like you look at this mission like, oh yeah, this was D1 campaign. And this is their big spectacle. 3 hive ships. The array opens up. The music plays. You get an ogre. And some knights or whatever. Which back then was groundbreaking, actually. Not now, just 3 tomb ships. Just 3 tomb ships, couple of wizards. But that's what they do to introduce you to the game. So this is not actually quite the final mission for this New Light quest thing, but it's getting to near the end of it. I'm not entirely sure of all the New Light quest chain steps, because why would I be somebody to memorize that? I spend my life in endgame for D2. I'm not one of those players to make new accounts and experience the New Light count. I've only experienced it once before this, which was a few years ago. I think it was 2-3 years ago or something. So I actually don't know off by heart all the quests. Some of you might. Some of you might be New Light that ran this year, so it might be fresh in your memory. Look at Knockout. Like I said, Knockout's going to be a fragment that carries me from early to mid-game. So, you know, incredible. Incredible fragment. We only have Tower and Barricade at the minute. No Rally. No Rally Barricade unlocked. Just shotgun. I love this shotgun model. Whatever shotgun this is. That's what I like about when you're playing New Light stuff. Some of the frames of the older weapons are really nice, and you wish you had a legendary variant of them in endgame. Like, you know, a Fused Dark MK21. I want a double buffed one in endgame content that's legendary. We're 1921, we've increased our power just a little bit. Went up 21 levels, starting to get some blue gear. Rocking no good stats. Still only got Knockout, but I do have Spark of Resistance. And now we're on to one of the final missions in this quest chain, which is Vendetta, it's called. Not the movie, not the content creator, no, the mission, Vendetta. Oh no, it's not Vendetta. Yeah, it is. A Guardian Rises Vendetta, that's it. So let's go to the flag. Okay, so this mission it's not as good as I remember it. I remember this mission actually being better than what it was. Weird. Let's open our first chest here from this. A legendary helmet. Talk about power creep early on, 1930. 53 stat roll, high discipline. For most of you, that's trash. Your trash is my treasure at this minute. So I'm popping on that aeroplane helmet. Massive drip gains already. Look at the drip gains. Now this was another thing as well, energy collected. Now I remember these being full beams. There weren't lights to collect like that. I remember you collect the beams of light. There were massive beams. So this is actually being reworked some point. In terms of them being little energies to collect. Whereas there were big beams, unless I'm getting mistaken from D1. Because there was a patrollable mode where you would collect beams in this area. There was. So it might be me just mistaken. So yeah, we haven't got Sparrow unlocked yet, by the way. This actually is teaching you how to jump. This mission's teaching you how to jump, which is actually pretty interesting, to say the least. Okay, got 100% energy. What's the next objective? I believe this is basically about Navota. Yeah, access the chamber, so it's Hive stuff, Hive related. So you collect the energy, which is teaching you as a Guardian to jump. So there should be no excuses, should there? When you're telling me you're dying on traversing dungeons, I say, hang on a sec. You done Vendetta, didn't you? I know that you did. That mission taught you how to jump, I know it did. Don't give me that. Warlocks have an excuse a little bit because they float to death off the map. Titans and Hunters don't though. Maybe Hunters a little bit because Hunters have the worst movement in PvE, so you've got to be nice to the Hunters a little bit. So yeah, maybe Hunters have a little bit of an excuse as well, but Titans don't. Titans have best movement. Here we go, Navota should be omnigal in my opinion, but hey, we'll whip out the high impact fusion. Look at this. I'm struggling without particle. I'm not such a big talker anymore now, am I? I can't even kill this level scaled 1 Navota boss. Can't even do DPS. For all the bothering me to my left. High impact fusion is the wrong fusion. Told you high impact frames were wrong. They're the wrong frame. I'm begging for a rapid fire frame fusion at this minute. I'm begging for Cartesian coordinate. Here we go. Here is Hann. Look at him in full decal. He hasn't got drip. That armour is terrible. Look at what he's got. A D1 Hunter helmet. He's using Young Amkaraz's spine. It's the wrong exotic. Yeah. He's using Last Wish boots. And he's using some random chest plate. He's all over the spot. Hann is meant to be a D2 vet. And he's rocking all the wrong stuff. Can anybody please go and tell him Amkaraz's spine was nerfed 3 years ago. It's no good. Now I'm scolding Hann for his... Look at what he's rocking. No wonder hunters are in disarray. Those new light hunters, they've got him as a role model. And look what they're looking at. Man, he hasn't even got a decent shader on. I don't know what he's playing at. Anyways, that's Hann for you. So we can finally have access to a superconductor. We can get a ship and finally go to the tower. How long's that took? Just to get to the tower, it's took ages. Arcadia class jump ship. That was the original Destiny 1 ship. It looked like that. I don't know if it was named that. I think it was. Some weird key there. Arbalist quest. That's crazy that you get an Arbalist. Arbalist is a very useful weapon if you don't have good weapons as a new light player. So that's crazy you get a quest. Alright, finally tower. Damn, and what's interesting about this is the only time in the game where Bungie will allow you to go into the tower solo. There's no guardians in the tower, only you. Which is interesting, although there is a trick to getting to the tower solo after this. There is. I'm not telling you how to do it. You'll have to ask me. But this is the only actual time you go to the tower on your own, as far as I'm aware, which is interesting in itself. It is. We've got to go to security here. Bungie needs to check if I've played the First Descent or Warframe in the last 24 hours. That's what they're checking for with these blue beams. Joke's on them. I didn't play Warframe. I did play First Descendant, but they haven't checked that. Let's go to Zavala's office. Let's check Zavala's. Let's go and nick some stuff from Zavala. Look at this, for nothing. Collect Zavala's gift. No, it's not a gift off him. I had just come here and went and got it. A 7 Seraph carbine, one of the best auto rifles to grace this game. They've given me that. It's a poor roll. Why are they giving me PvP rolls? They want you to play the Crucible, don't they? 1935 drop. Dang. Why is Ikora always 10 million miles away from Zavala? She should be up top. Who put her down here? Too far away. Why is she's been looking there over at those buildings for about 5 years. Warlock leader, she gives me a legendary tower shell. Alright, I can maybe masterwork that ghost. I'm looking, can we get Storm's Keep? If we can get Storm's Keep, the meta and the game is 5,000 glimmer. You're joking. The meta. We can now be king of the meta for 5,000 glimmer. Are you kidding me, New Lights? You lot have been telling me you've been struggling. You're lying to me. Look, Storm's Keep, 5k. I could literally just buy this fragment and go and solo a GM right now. Well, I think I'm locked. I think Bungie's locked me behind. I'm not allowed access. But if I could, it's possible. Storm's Keep. That's incredible, bro. It's 5k glimmer. For such a freaking fragment like that. Oh, and the other classes are locked. Interesting. Anyways, that was a video on this series, part 1 of it. I'll see what other videos I make about this subject. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.